If women knew how hard it was for men to even get the slightest bit of respect from women nowadays, they would actually be shocked. Because it's not for no reason that men have given up on dating. It's not for no reason that men no longer try to deal with women. It's because they have tried so many times, and instead of just being rejected nowadays, they have to deal with being made fun of. They have to deal with women putting them down. They have to deal with the most ridiculous, disrespectful things ever. And because respect is such a crucial element for men, they would rather, instead of being disrespected again, just go and get themselves a dog.
Well, good morning to you too, Rozak. I think that's what you meant to say. But here we are. We're going to have a conversation about this comment. First of all, no, I don't need to reconsider anything. What I need is for men to stop telling me what I need. And that's what all women need, is for men to stop telling us what we need. We know what we need. We know what we want. That's number one. Number two, you are absolutely right. Women are on the losing end of dating these days. And it's not because men are done with dating. It's because women are done with men. We're done with the quality man who stops showing up for the dates. We're done with the men who are not looking to be an equal in the relationship, but they're looking for someone to take care of them. They're looking for someone to pay half the bills plus do all the housework. We're done with men taking advantage of us. Men are done with dating because they can no longer manipulate women to get what they need or want. So no, don't tell me what I need. I don't need to reconsider diddly squat shit. But thanks for popping by.
Dating fell apart the moment ideology replaced intimacy. Feminism blurred the lines, and the #MeToo movement turned natural attraction into silent suspicion. Too many women started following the wrong voices, single, bitter ones, preaching freedom while living in confusion. They built this idea that every man is manipulative, narcissistic, or controlling, and now wonder why men stopped showing up. The truth is, men didn't get colder, they just got clearer. Real men learn to protect their peace, walk away from chaos, and let the noise argue with itself.
There's a lot of discourse about why doesn't my boyfriend propose to me? We've been together for such a long time, but he hasn't talked about marriage. He doesn't bring up the conversation. He actively avoids conversations around marriage and commitment, the next step. And I was just thinking about this. I don't know why I'm thinking about this today. Like, it's so random. Maybe I need to talk about this and someone needs to hear this. So this relationship that I was in, like, a long time ago, like in my 20s. So my boyfriend at the time, like, he was very much, like, eager to talk about marriage. Like, he would always talk about, like, marriage. Like, he would, like, actively talk about us getting married. And anytime he would do that, I would, like, change the subject. I would just not really respond. I would, like, not really just react much because I did not want to marry him. Like, that sounds fucked up. Like, I didn't want to marry him. I knew I wasn't going to marry him. I even knew he was not real. Like, I didn't want to marry him. Oh my god, this is like so fucked up. Now looking back, I don't think I liked him that much. Like, I was just really heavily attached to this person. Like, it was anyways. Anyway, so it's just logically thinking about it, right? Like, if you're talking about marriage and your partner is not really responsive, it's probably because they don't want to marry you. Like, even if they're, like, you know, even if the issue is the logistics, like, maybe you could say, okay, then they're not financially ready, like, so they're not really talking about it because they're not actually ready, like, financially. But I feel like it's, like, deeper than that. I think somebody can want to be with you and, like, enjoy the relationship for what it is right now, but, like, thinking about, like, long-term, like, marriage, commitment, like, I think that's, like, a huge step that people are not going to be comfortable with if they're not seeing that with you specifically. This is not really, like, professional advice. This is more like my personal opinion, because as I was, like, just thinking about this, like, memory, like, I'm just cringing right now because on his behalf, but also for myself, like, the fact that I was with someone that I didn't even like that much, oh my god, like, it's kind of, like, cringy because, like, I said, it's because of the attachment issues that I had. Of course, I was young, right? And so it's just funny, like, looking at it, like, these relationships where people are with each other based on trauma bonds and attachment issues and codependency issues, they definitely exist. So I think what I'm trying to say is, like, if you're asking, like, why doesn't he want to marry me? Like, why is he not proposing? Consider the fact that, like, he might not want to marry you. Like me. I could want to be with you. Not anymore. I don't have this mindset anymore. Like, you could very much want to be with someone, but doesn't mean that you want to marry them. Just protect yourself from these people. Yeah.
He didn't walk away because he stopped caring. He walked away because he finally understood. A man can sense hesitation long before it's spoken. No one invests in someone who's half there and half waiting for something better. You played it cool. He played it calm. But only one of you meant it. You thought keeping him guessing gave you control. All it did was remind him he deserved certainty. Now you're left wondering what changed, while he's at peace, knowing he made the right choice.
Alright, I'm gonna say it. Some of y'all aren't gonna like it. Doesn't make it any less true. Here we go. A lot of really good men are leaving marriages. Why is that? Is it because they fell out of love? Or is it something else? A lot of what we're seeing now is men leaving marriages, not because they've fallen out of love, but because they feel unappreciated within that marriage. Now, these guys, they work all day, they provide, they make sure you're safe, they make sure you're taken care of. What do they get in return? A lot of them are getting criticism for what they didn't do, as opposed to the thankfulness for what they did. Men are not like women. They don't need a big show of affection. They don't need a parade. They don't need constant gifts. But what they do need is appreciation, gratitude, respect. What they want to hear is that the person they're working so hard for, or the family that they're working so hard for, to say, we appreciate all that hard work you're putting in. We see you. When a man feels unappreciated at home, doesn't matter how much he loves you, at a certain point, he can't keep continuing to pour from an empty cup. He's going to stop trying to pour into a cup that's continually empty. He's also going to stop pouring into a cup that constantly is looked at as half full.
It's not love men are missing. It's the peace that used to come with it. Appreciation faded, respect became optional, and arguments replaced understanding. So men stopped chasing what drains them and started protecting what keeps them grounded.
Ladies, here's the thing. We want men to be husbands. We want the rings and the things. But family, we cannot advocate for marriage without addressing the full picture, the elephant in the room. Women aren't bred to be wives today. Past generations have raised us up to pursue a career. Forget the man. He's an afterthought. Because when the man act up, you have an out, that degree that you can fall back on. And now, family, we have women who have been bred to be more of a husband than a wife. Let's keep it real. What is society teaching us? Look at the propaganda. Look at the social media. We can't continue to come at men for their lack of commitment, but not also state the obvious. There's a shortage of women worth making long-term or lifelong commitments to. We aren't training up wives. We're training up hypersexual, petty, money-hungry, cannot take any accountability, insecure, immature, women that can't even cover a pot, let alone a man. Women with the mentality that anything goes as long as I'm making $1 from it. Hyper independent, attention seeking, career obsessed, not nurturing, selfish, girlfriend at best women. We want men to lock things down. And I agree, men should. But we gotta give them something worth committing to. And our media isn't pushing that agenda. It's keeping us single. So family, ladies, stop buying the lies of culture. That's what's keeping us single. Let us start focus on becoming the wife that God has created you to be.
Maybe it's already too late. Until a new generation of women grows up valuing loyalty over leverage, marriage won't feel like peace. It'll feel like risk. The question isn't why men stopped getting married. It's why would they? If that truth hit, drop a like, share your thoughts, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.